Welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. My name is Christopher Bell. I'm a certified public accountant. I'm a long-term boglehead investor. I'm author of the book, Stop Being a Broke Loser. It's on Amazon. It's a lot cheaper than this guy's Patreon. And I'm not a big fan of Tom Nash, who, being Russian aside, I don't know if he's Russian. He might be like, Ukrainian. But he's a pretty big YouTuber. And he's got, what, 273,000 subscribers. And he's one of those typical, YouTube shills that talks about stoics. Hot stoics, like La Tesla and Palantir. Palantir is the future, bro. So, this guy is a freaking loser. And I'm going to show you why he's a complete degenerate, grifter, liar, and scumbag. Now, here's this intro video. Let's watch the first couple of seconds so you can get a feel for how this man talks.
Hey, this is Tom, and I think this video will get me a lot of new friends.
Hey, this is Tom.
And by friends, I mean freaking enemies. But I'm not going to sit here and just relax my good fortune while I watch other people get screwed. I'm not going to be here just basically chillaxing while I see this happening. And nobody is lifting a finger. Nobody's saying anything. So as always, I'm going to be the one to tell you about it.
That's a good point, Tom. Nobody is lifting a finger. Nobody's talking about it. How all these YouTube grifters and degenerates are putting insane price targets on highly speculative stocks because it gets them a lot of ad revenue and Patreon revenue and just all-around fame. And you're one of those people, pug face. Now, let's go and look at his channel. Let's go look at his channel, look at some interesting videos. Now, before we dive into his videos, I want you to keep in mind that Mr. Nash here, Financial Education and Stock Market, has a Patreon, of course. And he charges between $5 a month, $20 a month, up to $250 a month. And of course, it's sold out because he's so popular. Sure, bro. This tier is limited to 12 members. So this freaking degenerate has 4,220 patrons. So he gets paid to basically talk about La Tesla, which is massively overvalued, and Palantir. Let's see what he offers. So if you pay him $20 a month, or if you do it, you can discount if you pay it annually. You will get the entire set of benefits, access to drafts and works in process, exclusive voting power. You can vote how to sell your ass. Patreon shout out. Oh, really? You're going to give me a shout out, Tom? Oh, he's going to say my name? Oh, behind the scenes content by Tesla. And patron-only newsletter. Tesla's the future! Palantir's the future! That's his freaking shout-outs. Okay. So we all know he's a freaking loser. You can just see it right here. Tesla, Palantir, Patreon, and what other grifts he's up to. Now, in this first video here, he reacts to an article where they say Palantir's fair value is $5. Now, Palantir is a highly speculative stock. It's a very large software company that provides a lot of services to governments, okay? It may be a great stock one day. It may not. But right now, it's losing a lot of freaking money. And you can always wait till a company becomes profitable before you decide to invest in it. But if you buy into a company that's losing a lot of money and issuing a lot of shares, which he says they weren't, but they are, then you could potentially lose your butt and end up selling your poop hole down to the stables and have cowboys pile driving your butthole. That's what could happen to you. But he's Tom Nash. You can trust him, bro. So let's see what he has to say about Palantir's fair value of $5.
And the fully diluted basis. So
here he is explaining that Palantir has not issued any shares. And then we're going to go debunk that instantly.
Let me explain here. I'm not going to go deep into nerdland, but the amount of shares that Palantir has issued have not changed since they went public. Since the DPO, the amount of shares on the fully diluted basis has not changed.
It hasn't changed. Let's go look here, Mr. Nash. So there's a lot of text on here, okay? Lots and lots and lots of text. However, I want you to go look at this balance sheet. It's called Common Stock. This is their December 2020 annual report. Now, there were 1.5 billion shares issued and outstanding as of December 31st, 2020. They didn't issue any shares. Okay? 1.5 million. Now, let's go look at their more recent quarterly report. This was for the month ended, or the quarter ended September 30th, 2021. $1.9 billion shares issued and outstanding as of September 30th, 2021. 1.5 shares issued and outstanding. 1.9 billion shares issued and outstanding. It looks like they issued some shares, Tom Nash. Let's hear that again.
Here. I'm not going to go deep into nerdland, but the amount of shares that Palantir has issued have not changed since they went public. Since
That's very interesting. It took 5 seconds looking at their financial statements to disprove you. You freaking loser! Alright, now let's see what he has for a price target for Palantir. Because he knows such a 10x stock.
Since I value the company anywhere from $25 to $35, even more on the high side. I think they'll get there, but I think at this point, it just becomes a test. If you're a real long-term investor, you don't care about the share swings. However, if you're faking it, you're probably feeling the heat right now. You know, I don't know what to tell you. For me, it's...
I know what to tell you. Sign up for my Patreon. So right now, Palantir's been getting schwacked. Okay, it's down to $14.53. But he's right. I mean, if it's a good fundamental stock, it could go back up to, you know, whatever its intrinsic value is, which he thinks is, you know, $25, $30, $35 a share, whatever. Okay? However, it seems like he's been buying this stock for a while. Okay, I don't know exactly when he bought it, but you can look. It traded as high as, what, $39, you know, $26, blah, 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 blah. So he's been pumping this stock, which for the vast majority of its time, it's been in the low to mid-20s. This isn't a 10x stock if you think it's going to be between $25 and $35, okay? Why would you YOLO all your money into a stock that could potentially go up to $25, $30, when for the vast majority of its time that it was public, it was in the low 20s, mid-20s, or even high 20s, or crap, no, even the 30s. Oh, yeah. It went up to $35, $37, $38. Not a very big 10x stock here, but it's been getting freaking annihilated. So I guess if you decide to buy it right freaking now, you could potentially 2x your money if everything works out for you. Could happen, but it also couldn't happen because it's not profitable, okay? They're not making a profit. And you can always wait until they make a freaking profit before you decide to buy a stock. As a matter of fact, you probably should, okay? I did a video recently about Jeremy Lafufu where I said, if you bought Amazon once it became profitable, you actually would have done better than if you had bought it during its speculative mania phase when it wasn't profitable. It's almost like profits matter. But they didn't issue any shares, okay? Now, here's Meat Breath here. Also, well, it's not Meat Breath. I gotta find a good name for him. I'll think of something. But here he's saying, La Tesla has a fair value of $2,500. Let's listen to see what he has to say. Look at that expression. I should have used that for my thumbnail.
Easy no-brainer for me to see that path. And in this video, I want to share a little glimpse of it with you so you can do the same trajectory as I and do your own research and find out. Now, there will be a whole DCF, which I did on Tesla to reach to my $2,500 price. It will be available to download on our Patreon page. If you want to join, it's $5 per month. You can get the DCF, but you can also stay if you want. The link is going to be below in the description section and pinned as the first comment below. Check it out. Join if you want. Take my DCF, play around with it. And, you know, if you think it's wrong, let me know. I'm all...
Yes. I can't say that. Yes, you communist agent. Of course. I'm going to have to pay you $5 for your Patreon to get your ridiculous DCF, where you value a freaking car company that's a fraction the size of some of the legacy automakers. They're never going to catch up to Tesla. Tesla's going to be the only car company because everybody can afford a Tesla. Of $2.5 trillion market cap. Really? Really, Tom Gash? Really? Come on, bro. You see the grift here? Oh, you can get my DCF. He's just like solving the truck stop problem. He has exclusive content where he gives you these unreasonable, insane scenarios of, you know, where Tesla's going to be. $2,500. I think he even said at one point that the stock's going to be worth $5,000. $5,000? $5 trillion company? It's a car company, okay? It's not a $5 trillion company. Common sense test. And the funny thing is, he's got Warren Buffett back here. I didn't say any of that S, Warren Buffett. Here he is acting like, you know, I don't know, Warren Buffett's his freaking idol. When he's buying stocks massively unprofitable, garbage, money-losing stocks, then Warren Buffett would even consider buying. You think Warren's going to buy Tesla right now? You think Warren has a price target of La Tesla of $5,000? Yeah, sure, Tom Gash, sure.
Always happy to hear. Tesla just released the Q4 delivery numbers, and they're at 934,000 vehicles, which is very impressive and a lot higher than anticipations, which already are quite inflated. About 16% beat, which is quite insane. But this isn't the whole story. The story is that if you look at the December deliveries for China, you find out exactly where we're headed. Just in China, the company delivered 70,000 vehicles just in the month of December.
Oh my God! Tesla delivered more vehicles than they did last year. The company grew. Therefore, if the company grows at a certain rate, the stock's going to grow at a certain rate. No, that's not how that works, okay? Tesla is massively overvalued because people have priced in that this company's going to dominate the world. And just because the deliveries go up doesn't mean the stock price needs to go up. The stock price needs to go down. Even if they 2x their deliveries next year, the stock price is still way overvalued. The stock is massively, massively in a bubble. People think Tesla's going to take over the world, that all you got to do is buy Tesla, and it's going to be $5 trillion market cap in, 2 seconds. That's not how that freaking works. If you already have insane assumptions priced in, and then you increase those insane assumptions because of higher deliveries, they're still insane assumptions, okay? Common freaking sense. It is a car company.
And if you carve out Q4, entire Q4 for Tesla, we're talking about 309,000 vehicles. Just that alone, it means we're on pace as it stands right now without any further capacity at 1.2 million vehicles if we just duplicate these quarters 4 times. Now,
okay, that's still a small fraction of other car companies, but everybody's going to buy a Tesla.
Obviously, capacity is increasing. China is ramping up. Austin is about to get operational. Berlin is just starting to get operational. So
that's all priced in.
Thinking that by 2023, we're probably looking at 3 million vehicles per year, which is quite...
People have priced that in already. That doesn't mean the stock's going to go up.
Quite insane. But as it stands right now, even the 934,000 that they just released, it's literally a 90% increase from last year. And with the insane increase in capacity, as we mentioned, with Austin, with China, with Berlin, there's no reason not to see this ramp up happening in the next 2 years and to see Tesla delivering more and more vehicles. And,
Okay, I say this 1,000 times. It's already priced in that all these factories are going to come into being. The whole point of the video, or the whole point of my argument, is that in the long run, the future capacity of Tesla still doesn't justify its current market cap, okay? Even if it becomes as big as Toyota. Toyota's market cap is like, what, $300 billion? I haven't looked recently. It's a fraction of Tesla's now. So if Tesla becomes as big as Toyota, how can you justify their current freaking market cap, okay? You can't. It's ludicrous. It's insanity. But here he is playing on the freaking Tesla grift, like all these other freaking losers, and telling you to sign up for your Patreon. Freaking communist. Disgusting! Anyway, that's it about Tom Nash. If you have any more videos, please send them to me. I'd love to see more information about stupid assumptions he made. But that's it for now. I'm sick of looking at his rat pug face. Have a wonderful day. Cheers!